So last day we have discussed about how we can remove the left recursion, and I ultimately found a general procedure for left recursion removal. And the reason is that in case of GNF, we have seen that the left recursion has to be, must not be there. Now today we will start with the conversion rule of, we will first understand how we can create a normal context free grammar in a Gravage normal form. So these are the three steps actually you have to follow. That is, you have to convert, you have to convert the grammar in CNF. So the first criteria of a grammar to be in GNF is that it has to be in CNF first. After that, we apply some special changes on the non on the symbols of the grammar, and something like presented in step 2, it's written that rename the non-terminals Vn, all the non-terminals as A1, A2 to An, where the symbol is represented by A1. Okay. Symbol is represented by, I think it should be said that the start symbol should be represented by A1. Okay. And then you have to follow the step 3. Convert all the production rules in the form of AI can be rewritten as AJ then V, and this V actually is some set of non-terminal followed by a single terminal, where you have to remember about these indexes. I must be lesser than equal to J. What does it mean? It means that if I say that, for example, a situation like I'm writing A1 can be rewritten as A2A, this is correct because here I is 1 and j equal to 2. So I lesser than equal to j, correct. But if I say A2 can be written as A1A, this is not possible, right? So if this type of situation happen, then we have to somehow correct this, somehow rectify this, production rule, and then we have to find out how we can do this. Now see, we have a very simple grammar over here, that capital S to capital A or small a, and capital A to capital S or small b. Now what we have to do, we have to make this simple context free grammar in a GNF form. So as I have told you in step 2, this is what I have done. You see that, this is basically what I have done. You see, that let rename the symbols S and A as A1 and A2. Okay, the production rule become like A1 to A2 or small a. This A1 I have written this one because I consider this as a start symbol, right? And in this particular step 2, it is written that it should be A1 to AN, where the, I have forgotten to write start, but you just mention it, where the start symbol is represented by A1. Okay, so that's why I have written this one. Now if S is A1 and A is capital A2, that means conversely this particular production rule will look something like this: A2 to A1, A1 or B, right? Now you see, this production rule A1 to A2, A2 is already in the form of GNF, right? It is following the rule because this is I and this is J, where I is lesser than J, it is following the rule. But the second production rule is not following, right? That is A2 to A1, A1, it is not following. So that means somehow we have to replace this A1 somehow, so that at least A2 or something new symbol which is greater than A2 can come. So what I can do, I can replace this A1 by this production rule, right? So I can write this instead of a1, I can write a2 a2 a1. So you see the same thing I have done, replace the first a1 of the production by the I mean by the production rule a2 a1 to a2 a2, and the production rule say p2 becomes something like this. Now you see, one thing is very important. When you are replacing this first a1 by the production rule this, that means you have two possibilities, right? I mean, just a minute. Yes, yes, you have two possibilities. That is, a1 can be written as capital A2 capital A2. Also a1 can be written as small a. You have to take both consideration, okay, and accordingly you have to change this particular production rule a2 to a1 a1. So that means only this a2 to a1 a1 become something like a2 to a2 a2 a1, because a1 has been replaced by a2 a2, right, by this one. And similarly I have done a2 to small a a1 because of this production rule a1 to small a. Okay, so that means ultimately your I mean, now one more thing. You see, in this production rule p2, a2 to a1 a1 has some problem, but a2 to small b don't have any problem to be in DNF. So a2 to small b remains same. That means the production rule p2 has been converted into mainly three production rules. One is a2 to a2 a2 a1. Oh, another is a2 to small a then a1, and another already present, that is a2 to b, and that is what actually I have written over here. This a2 to b was already present, that's why I have ultimately a2 can be written as either a2 a2 a1 or small a a1 or small b, like this. So this is another state. Now see, remember one thing. Let's come go back to the basic rule of GNF. In case of GNF, what we have seen, if you want to be in some GNF, you should follow at least this one of this particular two type of production rule. A non-terminal can be followed by a single terminal. I mean, non-terminal can be written as a single terminal followed by a string of non-terminals, or a non-terminal can be written by a single terminal, right? So that means with respect to this two rule, you see, if you go to this particular production rule, you will see that a2 to a2 a2 a1 is not in GNF. It is following the rule of I lesser than equal to j, that is correct, but it is not, still it's not following the rule of GNF. But you say a2 to a1 is following the rule, a single terminal followed by a non-terminal, a single terminal only, that's okay. But a2 a2 a1 is not following. Similarly, also this production rule a1 to a2 a2, although here I is lesser than j, but still it is not following the rule, so somehow we have to make them correct. Now what we can do, you see what is written in the production rule set P3. The productions A2, A1 and A2B are in required form of GNF. Just what I told you, right? But A2 to A2, A2, A1 has left recursion. It's obviously not in GNF, but it has a left recursion. You see, you can easily see you have a left recursion. A2 is already left side non-terminal or left side character in the RHS of the production rule. That means surely it has a left recursion. So what we have to do? We have to remove this left recursion. Now if you want to remove the left recursion, you have to follow the rule of the left recursion. Still, if you forget how a left recursion can be used, I mean how we can remove a left recursion, you can go to my previous lecture and you can easily find that, right? But in a general situation, if I consider, let's go back to the basic rule over here, the generalized version of left recursion removal. You see, it was something like this, right? So if a can be written as small capital A followed by small a1, or capital A followed by small a2, like this, all, or b1 or b2 to bn, then the new version of the production rule will be a2 to b1 capital B, or b2 capital B, or till bn capital B, like this. Depends on how much terminals are present as a choice, and another production rule, that is for capital B. Capital B is the new production, I mean new non-terminal created over here, and new non-terminal can be written as A1 capital B or A2 capital B till AN capital B because of this part. But here it doesn't end because only A1 is also can be A1. I mean, may not be I want to extend this B. That's why only A1, A2 till AN can be the option also. So you have already the lecture. I have I mean already the lecture in my previous part, so you can easily go to that. So if I use this one, you see what we are doing. This is the scenario. If you want to recollect, if you are able to recollect that generalized version of the left recursion removal rules, it looks something like this. This is the A, this is small a, and these are the two options, B1 and B2, right? So basically I can simply write the by left recursion removal generalized rule, the production can be written as A2 to small a, A1, B2. This B2 is the new production, new non-terminal, okay, new non-terminal. So you see what was there actually, it should be there something like if I write it over here, it should be A2 to I mean, if I consider this is A, then I can say that A to uh, just a minute, B1 B or B2 B, right? B1 B or B2 B, and the new B will be something like A2. Actually, you should be. I should write A2. I should write B2. Okay. So B2 can be written as A2, A1, right? Because I want to record this with B2. This B2 is for the part, recurring part, and there must have the option this one, that is A2, A1, right? This is what actually I have written over here. You see, A2 to A1. This is the B1. This is the new non-terminal. Similarly, this is B2 and the new non-terminal, and this new non-terminal is defined in this way where this is the A1, right, and this is also the option A1. So if you are able to recollect the general version of the rule, you can easily do this. There is nothing intelligence present here, right? Now see, uh, if I continue with this, the new set of production rule become what? Become A2 should be written as A1 B2, because now I will not write A2 to A2 A2 A1, because it has I have broken this. Actually I have broken this particular production rule into two set of production rules, and that is what I will write. So I will write A2 to small a1 B2 or small b B2 or small b B2. These two was there from this one, but one thing is left. You cannot forget these two part. I mean, we are saying that A2 to A2, A2 A1 is in left recursion, but A2 to small a A1 is not in left recursion, A2 to small b is not in left recursion. That means when you will ultimately write the production rule for A2, other than the new version of this production rule, after eliminating the left recursion, you must include this to right side also, that was already there in the production rule of A2, right? So the total options of the A2 become now 4. fine, and this B2 is the new production rule that is formed in this way. Okay, fine. So you see, in this true production rule, at least one thing is sure, there is no left recursion. That is true. But problem is that this B2 is not in the proper form, like AI can be written as AJ, where I lesser than J. Because since it is B, you can easily say that, I'm sorry, this is in the production, this is correct, right? This is correct, because B2 is should be greater than, I mean 2 should be greater than equal to 2. You see. So let's see what happened. Now all the production rules in set P4 are in the required form of GNF. Is it true? Yes. Uh, non-terminal, a terminal followed by a string of non-terminals, correct? A terminal followed by a non-terminal, correct? A terminal followed by a non-terminal, a single terminal. Okay, that's why this A2 is already in GNF. But is it true for the P5? But you see, but the P1 and P5 production set are not in GNF. You see, we are actually updating the production rule for A2, but we cannot forget the production rule for A1. That is the first production rule. This one. This is not in GNF, right? Because two non-terminal is there. There is no single terminal present before this. So somehow what I can do, I can now replace the A2 that we have derived over here, and you see, same thing we can do over here. Same thing we can do over here. So if we do this one, ultimately what will happen? You see, it is also here also it is written, and the same thing is written. Because the RHS of the production starts with small a, with the non-terminals, you see, replace the non-terminal A2, you see, replace the non-terminal A2 by the new production rule by P of P4. So P1 was something like this. This part is not in GNF. Similarly, P5, the whole part is not in GNF. So I will just replace this A2 of this in production 1 and this A2 of production 5, this A2 of production 5 by the new form of the A2 production, this one. Okay, so if I do this, what I will get? I will get, you see, A2 has 4 options, right? A2 has 4 options. So when you will replace A2 in this production rule P1, you have to replace with all these 4 options. So now the 4 options are what? A, A1, B2, B, B2, A, A1 and B. You see, if you check this 4 cases, you will see that A, A1, B2, B, B2, A1 and B. So these are the 4 options that I have replaced. That's why these four options came. But you cannot forget this part, because A1 to small a was already in GNF, right? That's why you have to add this A also. So that means as a whole, the production rule A1 become like this. Fine. Now similarly, if you think B2 was something like this, B2 to A2 A1 or A2 A1 B2. Now what I have to do? I have to replace this A2 and this A2 by those 4 options. So that means 4 options for this case, 4 options for this case. Total number of options will become now 8, right? It should be. That's why you see it become 8. 1 A1 B2 I mean A A1 B2 B B2 A1 and B. Similarly, A1, B2 for the second choice. You see the second part, this part. Okay, this A1, B2 is left at the end. That's why you see it's left. A1, B2 is left at the end, right? This A1, B2 is left at the end for all these 4. I'm sorry, other 4 options. You see. Another 2 is BB2. So if you are able, if you closely watch what's happening, it's not very difficult to do. Actually, it is little bit, you can say, very laborious to do. So if you are asked that you have some production rule, I mean production rule of context free grammar, and if you want to change it to in GNF form, you have to be very attentive, right? You have to be very attentive to check whether each and every production rules are satisfying the rule of GNF, right? Anyway, so that means the total final set of production rule becomes something like this. This is the total set of production rules that will be in GNF. Sorry, that will be in GNF, right? So in this way, we can find out a GNF from uh, normal context free grammar. But remember one thing, that you must check whether the grammar is in CNF or not, because I have started the derivation directly, because you see this particular grammar, this grammar is already in CNF, right? This grammar is already in CNF, right? That's why I can have done this. If it is not in CNF, then you have to convert it to CNF. Now, if you want to see, if you see that it is not in CNF, then first you have to check whether all the grammar is properly minimized or not. The production rules are optimized or not in terms of the presence of unreachable symbol, or uh, presence of some lambda transition, a lambda symbol, and like that, and useless symbol and all. So the elimination of unwanted symbols from the grammar, then CNF, then GNF, all in a particular workflow. So in this way, you can go through the grammar, the production.